Hola, ¿qué tal mis amigos? ¿Cómo están? How are you guys? Y bienvenidos a mi canal Spanish World, en donde aprendemos español, where we learn español. All right, today we're going to be talking about two commands, both positive and negative. All right? Of course, you guys remember that all verbs in Spanish can be categorized into three sections: AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. If it's a positive to command, the AR ending of the verb will simply go to A. If it's an ER or an IR verb, then it goes to E. However, if it's a negative to command, the AR verbs go to ES, and the ER and the IR verbs go to AS. In this video, we will be using the following verbs. So you can pause it and write these verb definitions down if you want, or perhaps you already know them, but these are the verbs we will be using. We will be talking about some AR verbs, some ER verbs, and some IR verbs. Okay, on this side, we will have positive commands, and on this side, we will have negative commands. Remember, AR verbs go to A if it's a positive command. However, AR verbs go to ES if it's a negative command. And you have to remember to say no in front of it. So lavar means to wash. If I want to say wash, then I simply say lava. But if I want to say don't wash, then I have to say no laves. No laves. Ayudar means to help. Help is ayuda. Don't help. No ayudes. Trabajar means to work. Trabaja. Don't work. No trabajes. Can you guys figure it out before I uncover them? Caminar means to walk. Camina. No camines. No camines. Don't walk. Bailar means to dance. Dance. Baila. Don't dance. No bailes. Hablar means to talk. Talk. Habla. Don't talk. No hables. Buscar means to search for. Search for. Busca. Don't search for. No busques. Something to point out right here, just for the fun of it. Notice that buscar has a C. Busca. But it says no busques. Well, the way you spell que in Spanish is Q-U-E. So when you say no busques, you have to spell it with Q-U-E. And the reason why is because a C-E in Spanish makes an S sound, just like a C-I. So que and ki are spelled Q-U-E and Q-U-I, respectively, in any given syllable. Always, always, always in Spanish. Busques. No busques. So remember the spelling change with no busques, all right? Now, some ER examples. Comer means to eat. So if I say eat, it'll be Come. Don't eat. No comas. You see, ER goes to E, but if it's negative, AS. So the letter has now switched because what we were doing before, the AR goes to E, and if it's a negative, ES. So it's just the opposite. Beber means to drink. Bebe, or don't drink. No bebas. No bebas. Leer means to read. Read. Lee. No leas. Vender, to sell. Vende. No vendas. I'm going to save ofrecer. Okay, we're going to do this one last. Aprender means to learn. Aprende, learn. Learn it. Aprende. Don't learn it. No aprendas. No aprendas. Don't learn. Maybe there's something bad that you don't want to learn. Don't learn that. No lo aprendas. All right. Mover. So you guys have to remember what a boot verb is. Sometimes you have verbs where there's a stem change. This O turns into a UE. For example, if I say I move, I say yo muevo. And so the O turns into a UE. Well, that's going to carry on to the command form. So obviously the ending is going to be E, right? Because ER turns into an E. So it's mueve, move, mueve. If I'm telling someone to move his or herself, I say muévete, right? But that would be rude. Don't say that. No digas eso, okay? But if I say don't move, what's it going to be? No muevas. So you have to remember it's a boot verb. It has the O turning into a UE, but the endings are still the same. E and as. Mueve, no muevas. The reason why I'm saving ofrecer is because this one is, as you would expect, ofrece, offer, offer it, offer, ofrece. But if you know this verb actually is irregular in the present yo form of the verb, it's ofrezco, I offer. And you actually do have to remember that when you say don't offer, you say no ofrezcas. I'm going to have some more irregular verbs in a different video, but I guess this is just a precursor for that video, okay? No ofrezcas. Now, IR verbs. These are just like the ER verbs. They're the same. In a positive command, it goes to E. In a negative command, it goes to AS. So escribir means write. So we will say, write. Escribe. Don't write. No escribas. Abrir means to open. So we say, abre, open. We say, don't open. No abras. Cumplir means to complete or to fulfill. Cumple. No cumplas. Escupir, to spit. You might say spit. Escupe. Or don't spit. No escupas. No escupas en mi piso. Don't spit on my floor. No escupas en mi piso. Por favor. Decidir, to decide. 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 Don't decide. No decidas. Añadir means to add. Añade. Add it. Añade, añádelo. Add it. Or don't add. No añadas. No añadas. Remember the N with a squiggly line above it is the letter Ny, and it sounds like an NY. Ña. Compartir means to share. So I might say, share, guys. Or you need to share. You share. Comparte. Compartir, comparte. Don't share. Don't share that with me. No compartas. No compartas esto conmigo. No compartas. Okay. So to review, all we have covered today is for positive to commands, AR verbs go to A. And ER and IR verbs go to E. Negative to commands, AR verbs go to ES. And ER and IR verbs go to AS. So essentially, they just switch the vowel here. The A goes to an E, the E goes to an A. And with the negative commands, you have to remember to keep the S. And so it's pretty easy to do these commands in the to form. There are some irregular verbs. I only put one of them in here, and I'll do another video on those ones. Remember, that one was ofrecer because the yo form is ofrezco. And so you have to remember that when you turn it into the negative to command, you say no ofrezcas. I'm gonna, like I said, do another video with some irregular verbs, and there'll be a bunch of these that you just simply have to remember. So, buena suerte y nos vemos en el siguiente video. Hasta luego.